as well about other challenges outside of the electric space.
What's good, YouTube? What's going on with everybody and what's happening out there? Well, it's your boy Harlem, and I'm back again with another video. So, on today's video, this is just a basic and simple market breakdown, or can I say it's just a video which I might share uh, what do I wanna say again? Where I share continuation breakdowns for this week on all the four pairs, on all 10 pairs, which I always analyze the NAST, gold, US 30, every pair which I analyze. So that's going to be a simple market breakdown. We're going to be looking at 10 pairs to find and see potential market direction for today, the 25th of August, and for tomorrow, possibly for the 26th of August. So without better ado, I hope everyone having a great week. I hope we're being productive, we're being consistent, we believe in ourselves, we're staying disciplined, we're staying committed, we're doing what we had to do day by day to be where we deserve to be day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, in all our lives. So without better ado, it's your boy Adam once again. Let's roll over and let's hit the charts. So with the NAS, we all know what we was looking for from Monday. Where's Monday? Monday was the 22nd. Okay, on Monday. On Monday, we said that like we had a strong day close last week to end our week, which retraced all the session which we had for the previous week. So on this week, we simply wait for a continuation to the downside with price breaking in, with price breaking above, with price breaking below, retesting below to continue moving bearish, or we can simply wait for price to pull back from this support slash resistance structure which we have for a continuation move to the upside, or for price to simply pull back, close the gap, and continue bearish. So looking at the current price, this was a bear candle on Monday, another bear candle on Tuesday, and we had a bullish candle yesterday. Current market price is also trading bullish. So with that said, there's nothing more for me to do from the daily time frame. I'm gonna head to the 4H. So from the 4H, since we had this impulsive push to the downside, price opening this gap. Okay, let's start off here. We have a gap which we might need to close the phone, and price simply jumped and simply continued to the downside. And now in current price, we're having a bullish move before me, a bullish move to the upside. We're having more bullish candles than bear candles before me. So with that said, I might wanna believe that like since we had this strong push phase, we might be looking at an exhaustion phase for continuation, push phase to the downside. But with that said, you can tell that like we have price tapping in once, twice. Let's potentially look if we might have that third touch for price to simply move to the downside. You follow me? But on today's signal, this is simple because now we were trading below, now we're trading above. What we can simply wait for today is to see if price will simply close above all those rejections and continue moving to the upside, just to simply go exhaust, or to pull back to some market levels which you might pull back from. You follow me? So from the 1H ain't beautiful. Price has been moving in some type of way, which I don't understood. But we have my bad on my charts being a little dirty. I bad off of it. But we have this higher low, this lower high, which lower low, lower high, lower low, price pulling back rejection, taking out this lower high, taking out this lower high, continuing to the downside, coming back again to trying to take out this level or continue bullish. But price didn't have much momentum and it failed before me. So now on current price on this level right here, what we see today, for me today, we can simply wait for what price to simply break to take this bullish continuation trades to the upside, or for price to simply fail to break and to start moving to the downside. But either way, we're having a trend. We're having a trend which it's a brick wall where price always taps to continue bullish. You feel me? So with that said, if we can get a breakout of the trend line of the brick wall, if we can get a break of the brick wall and of the level and close below again, retest below to continue bearish, that will be it. But if price will break all these rejections and pull back again and retest all these rejections and continue bullish, that will be it. You feel me? So my analysis or my trade for the day is to simply wait for price to take out all the highs and continue bullish, or to fail to break, taking out those highs and show some bear momentum and continue moving to the downside with price. And I feel that like my charts are dirty. My charts have been too dirty. Can I please clean them up? My charts have been too dirty. You feel me? So now on the NAS, we simply wait for a break, for a close above, for a bullish close above the rejections, or for a fill to break the rejections and start moving to the downside. So on gold, we simply said with price strongly pushing to the downside for 5 or 6 days, we simply wait for an exhaustion phase and continue moving to the downside with price. That's my analysis on the daily time frame. So now, because we did break below, we did have a break below of the support level which we had, and now price is trading above off of it. We might head to the 4H to try and see what do we have that will confirm that we might have stronger continuations to the upside. Now we haven't on the 4H, you can tell the like price did break above, boom, came back with the retest, spiked that level and try to pull back again to try to move to the downside, but they didn't maintain that level, but it was holding this level and continued bullish. You feel me? So on the 4H, because now the 4H will be closing in about 11 minutes, we can simply wait for a close above that level and wait for that 4-hour spike, for the 4-hour rejection, and continue bullish with price. So from the 1H, we can tell that we are in a bullish channel. We are in a bullish channel. We do have a bullish channel with a series of higher highs and higher lows. You feel me? So now on current price, with those rejections which we had on the trend line, price did push to the upside and continue to the upside. Now what we're simply waiting for is for a bullish close above that level and that retest and continuation to the upside from the 4H and the 1H. So from the 4H, we're simply waiting for what? For our candle open spike that will make us continue to the upside. On the 1H, we simply wait for a retest, we simply wait for a break and retest to continue to the upside. So looking at German 30, we can tell that like we're also looking for that big continuation move to the upside, but price to simply pull back before we can continue bearish. So now we can tell that like we are reacting from the previous support level, which was holding. In some terms, you can say this was a higher low or higher high. You feel me? Now price pulled back to the very same higher low, giving us a double top, and now it's finna react off of it from the daily time frame. So with that said, I'm finna head to the 4H. So from the 4H, we can tell that like I'm having this resistance level. This resistance, you might say it's a resistance or a support, whatever that you might call it, this resistance or this high, this intraday high, which I have. So with that said, we can tell that like how price was moving. We were moving in a bear channel and price broke out. In some terms, this is simply a falling wedge pattern. Okay, not that, man. Yeah. This was simply a falling wedge pattern with price breaking out, boom, to the upside. So now with that said, we have a potential double top. You feel me? We're having a potential double top on our 4H. But that said, there's nothing much for me to say from the 4H. But what I'm not going to say is to say if we might have a bullish candle close straight at this level, or if we might have this bullish candle close on the 4H, let's simply wait for the other candle to simply break out or fail to break and give us this double top and move to the downside before me. So heading down to the 1H, you can't tell that like price did for real, break the trend before me. And now we're having a reaction off of that level before me. To those who say they trade SMC, supply, demand, whatever that you trade, I understand that's how you trade and that's how you execute your trades and that's how you play your trades. But technically speaking, or when looking at pure price action, we can tell the like price that print out a higher low, printed a lower low, came back to the previous higher low, to the previous lower high. I mean, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, not higher low. Now we came back to the previous lower high, we're reacting off of that level. If now we can get, because now it's 7 a.m., it's still 7 p.m., I will wait for this candle close and wait an hour on pre-New York, on pre-London, which is in 9 a.m. in Southern Africa, for it to take those continuation trades. So now we will wait for this candle and the coming candle to take a trade on the New York, on the London session. So with that said, we might have a pin bar rejection. With a pin bar rejection, we simply wait for a bear close, for a bear continuation to the downside. You follow me? That's it, and that's my take on German 30. Wait for price to simply close above, or for price to fail and continue moving to the downside. You follow me? So looking at US 30, US 30 was also the same shit. Like we said, we had a reaction on our break wall, we had a reaction on our triple top, we had a reaction on our resistance, our double top, giving us a triple top. Price reacted off of it. Now we came back to the previous highs, which price broke out sometime. Now we came back to the very same level. The only thing we wait for is for a candle close for the day to see what will happen tomorrow. Looking at the 4H, looking at the 4-hour, we can simply tell that like this is just an impulsive push to the downside. This was just a push to the downside. We might have an exhaustion for a continuation push to the downside to form. But now looking at what's happening, price did print the higher low, a lower high. Why am I fucking with higher lows like this? Why am I fucking with bullish behavior like this? Price did have a higher low. Price did have a lower high, lower high, lower high. Price did have a lower high, lower low, might potentially have a lower high for continuation to the downside. So with that said, lower low, lower high, breakout, lower low, retest, lower high, continuation of a new lower low before me. So with that said, we might finna wait and see how price will react off of that level or of other indices which you're looking at before, because you also add correlation off of it, but not really to say if the NAS is selling, you also need to sell German 30 and US 30. Not really like that, but that's just a simple market analysis or correlation which we use to confirm our trades and confirm everything that we do with our trades for me as traders. So heading down to the 1H because I don't see anything on the 4. We having a double top. We're having a double top. You feel me? We're having a double top. I might finna need to remove this. We're having a double top. So with that said, if we simply have a double top and a pin bar, before we might also wait for another candle on 8 a.m. pre-London to simply close bearish and confirm that we will have a continuation trade to the downside. I might simply wait for a trade above, below this levels, stop loss right there. TP1 will be right there on the 101. But overall, we all know how it is. We swing our trades. I day trade. I'm a day trader, but I'm also a swing trader. So it entirely depends on where I catch my trade or catch my analysis or signal, which might move with my trade. Boom. So with that said, I might finna wait. If we take a trade from there, we might take profit there. Not really to say we might put our take profit there, but we'll manually or we'll monitor our trade. You feel me? So if price will fail to break that level, we might take our take profit right there, just see how price will react. But if we have an impulsive breakout, then we simply wait for a break, retest, and a continuation to the downside with the trade which we have right there. And that's it. So we're having a potential double top. Let's just simply wait for those two candlesticks which we're waiting for before our pre-London session, before our London session. US USD CAD, we simply waited for what? We simply waited for price to simply give us a confirmation which it will move to the upside, or if it will fail to move to the upside and simply move to the downside. But with that said, we're still in our correction, but trading in our key level. Before me, we're trading in our key level. The 4 hour candle closed below the key level, strongly below, fully. It even strong. It closed full in our key level. So we simply wait for what? For this current 4H candle to confirm if we'll have a close above, which was just simply, which will be simply a breakout and break in for continuation to the upside. Or if this is a breakout and this candle is going to retest in that level to continue moving to the upside from the 4H. So on the 1H, you can't tell that like price did broke out, price did break, closed above, but reacting to those rejections, reacting to a level and rejections. You feel me? So with that said, to me, I might simply wait for close below. You feel me? I might simply wait for close below because we did have a close below, but we're reacting. You can tell the candlestick is reacting from previous market levels or market zones. So we simply wait for what? Close above and close below off of that level to continue bearish. Or if this candle will react to this level, giving us a triple top, close above to continue bullish. That's just my take on the USD CAD. So on Tesla, I just simply wait. I'm just simply looking for what? For continuation to the downside. Because price did trade above. Yesterday we had a trade above our key level, but price finna moved back below our key level. You feel me? So we simply wait for what? For continuation or confirmation to continue moving to the downside, nor to the upside. BTC USD. So yeah, we did on the analysis we did previous analysis. We were looking at price being bearish from that zone right there, and price did eventually be bearish. Now looking at current price did break the correction, but closed back inside of it. So with that said, I simply wait for continuation, nor either to the upside nor to the downside. Boom. So looking at the 4H, you can't tell the like price is in a correction. Price is just simply moving sideways. There's nothing for me to do. There's nothing for me to say. But there's something called trading support and trading resistance. You buy support, you sell resistance. So if now price will fail to break out again, we might simply sell resistance. But if price closes above the zones, we will simply buy this price of Bitcoin. So from the 1H, you can't tell the like what I'm saying from the daily and the 4H is what will confirm to the hourly time frame. Before me, we just simply wait for confirmation of price to either move to the upside, to either have a strong breakout, or to have a strong fill to break and move to the downside with price. Ethereum, with Ethereum, I can't say much because I'm a bit lost off of it, but price is just simply rejecting off of that level. We have a multiple week rejections, which are pushing price to simply move to the upside. You feel me? But we have a strong impulsive move to the downside, which we might have an exhaustion phase or pullback to continue moving to the downside. So from the 4H, we potentially having a bullish flag, a bearish flag. We're having a bear flag from a simple push, correction, push, reform. So we'll simply wait on it to confirm to us what we're simply looking to take and just simply move to the downside with it. For me. So that's just my take on it. Yeah, that's just my take on it. And I printed out the zone. I printed out the zone because price did tapped in again, tapped in, tapped in. Now we came back off of that level. If we simply fail to break that zone to the upside, we simply wait for what? For close of that level, close below that level, and continue moving to the downside of price. Bitcoin, because a nigga lied so lit. Bitcoin is just simply trading off some previous zones, which it broke out. It broke the zone, and this one, boom. Now it came back to the very same zone and reacting off of it. With that said, I'm not gonna head to the 4H. On the 4H, also having a potential flag, but it's not confirmed that it's a flag because it just had one touch on our diagonal support brick wall. On our diagonal support brick wall, we simply had one touch. Let's just simply wait for a second touch and a breakout of that zone and simply continue moving to the downside with price. Boom. So on the one edge, can't say much, can't do much. Just simply wait for further break or for breakout and take those continuation trades to the downside, nor to the upside. But I also have the zone which price has been reacting from once, twice, third time, fourth, fifth, sixth time. You feel me? So last but not least, we have an oil. On oil, I did simply say we wait for continuation trade to the downside once price trades below the previous lows, which price printed out, or if it fails to break, we continue moving to the upside with oil. You feel me? But unfortunately, okay, not unfortunately, we had okay. I do have to say unfortunately because when oil rises most of the time, all prices rise. Is it? I think so. So we did have what we said we're looking for. Prices trading again above our support level. Prices trading above our support zone. So obviously we do know once we print out a support, a support, a support, and we break support, and price comes back again in support. We simply wait for retest above, wait for retest above, and continue to the upside with price. You feel me? So what we have right there, push phase, my exhaustion phase will simply be a retest above our resistance level to continue bullish. You feel me? From the daily. So heading down to the 4H. We did have the support zone. Let's forget this one. Forget about this zone. Let's focus on this one for now. You feel me? Price did boom, 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 break out, and pushed to the upside. You feel me? So with this push to the upside, we did have a retest above from the 4 hour. The 4 hour did fucking retest above and continued moving to the upside. So with that said, if that's a retest above, if it really did have a retest above, what it might simply wait for, what it might simply wait for is for continuation move to the upside, unless the daily still needs to come back for a retest before it can continue moving to the upside. You feel me? So now I found it. Now I see what happened. Price did retest above with multiple rejections, with price trading bearish and closing bullish and a continuation of a strong bullish candle. Now, all we're simply waiting for is for a continuation move to the upside. Now, with that said, we have this high, we have this lows, which price they print out, current price they print out. Okay, with that said, with this high, I was simply waiting for price to come back again. When I woke up today, when I hit the chart, I simply waited for what? I simply said if price will come back to this zone and have a double top and have a double bottom, we'll simply wait for continuation to the upside. So you might simply find a way to take a trade right there with the close above the zone. Stop loss in a safe position. You feel me? So stop loss in a safe position because you might have a close above for continuation to the upside. You feel me? So with that, what I'm simply waiting for now in current price, it's for the double top to confirm. You feel me? So that's why it's important to be patient on your trades and wait for confirmations before taking trades, simply because you know that that zone is important. Sometimes you do have zones which are important to take trades from. We sometimes have zones which are important to take trades from, but we don't have confirmation or we don't have clarity to take those trades. But some people will often take those trades because they believe in themselves, they believe in what they trade and what they do, and they believe in the trades that they take and they go for it. Some, like me, we wait for confirmations that, yeah, this is confirmed that we are moving bearish or we are moving bullish and execute a trade. You feel me? So that's it. It's your boy once again, Harlem. If you ain't not trading with Harlem, who the fuck is you doing with it? So on the NAS, we did have a big candle close, pin bar. We did have a pin bar candle close, which is simply a rejection from that zone. What we now simply waiting for is for break of the brick wall and of that zone and a close below to continue bearish. You feel me? So it's your boy once again. Let me look at gold. Let me look at US German 30. On German 30, we simply did say we have a pin bar close. We simply wait for bear candle close for continuation, bear move on our London session. Same shade on US 30. Wait for a pin bar, bear close, bear continuation. USD CAD, because now the candlestick did close bullish, let's simply wait for the next candle to close above and continue bullish, or if the candlestick will close below the zones and continue bearish. Come on, where my network go now? Same shit on Bitcoin, wait for close above or fulfill the break and trade bearish. Same on Ethereum. If it fails to break the zone which we printed out today, this intraday resistance zone, we continue bullish. If it fails to break, we trade bearish. The core, same shade off of it. If we break the resistance, we trade bullish. If we fail to break, we trade bearish. Oil, we simply have a continuation trade to the upside, but we know what the daily time frame still needs to do in order to confirm that we are continuing to the upside. So if the daily time frame does pull back, boom, we might have a resistance. We might be trading still in our support, and we might be having a triple top or whatever, double bottom or triple bottom, which you might have to continue to the upside. So without further ado, it's time for me to meditate, smoke a blunt, and prepare myself for the London session and the New York session. It's your boy once again, Harlem. If you ain't fucking live trading with Harlem, who the fuck is you doing with it? And that's all I got on this video. This is just a basic market breakdown. I know it might not be easy for some people to take those trades, and I'm not saying you do have to take those trades. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Everything I say or do, it's everything based off of my own opinion, my own shit, my own strategy, my own skill, my own setups, our trade price action and everything. So it's a boy once again, Harlem. And that's all I got on this video. Peace and love, and I'm out in my Indigo t-shirt.